So I haven't been recording a whole lot of this, mostly just trying to get it done. So you guys could see the rear clamshell, whatever you want to call it, back piece of the golf cart is on it. I did get this painted. It is painted with, I believe it's brilliant white or bright white, something like that. It's a Duplicolor paint shop from O'Reilly's. Went on pretty decent. I wish I would have got another can. I ended up using a full quart on this piece in the front. And then I also used a metallic clear coat to kind of go over that. I don't know how well that's showing up in camera inside, but doesn't look bad. New wheels, got the hub, these are just pop-on hubcaps that go on these. I really like these. They look really nice. So yeah, happy with these wheels and the caps. These are just a black steel rim. I haven't put the caps on this side yet. You guys can kind of see there. But yeah, so the back piece is done. It's painted. I've got to paint this steering column first. Once I get it painted, then I'll be ready to put the front piece back on, get it all bolted down. I do have the little covers. I'm not sure what I did with them. I got to put those on as well, the rubber mats. I've actually got some different pieces that I'm going to use to put on here that I think will look nice. So we're getting really close. Motor is basically done. I think I got to put a cap on the oil line on the carburetor. Once I get that put on and grease the rear drive, I think that's all I've got. And then yeah, I should be able to ride her. So I'm gonna try to get the seats put on. I'm gonna try to paint this side piece here. I'm actually just going to tape everything off, leave it on the cart, and I'm going to bedline that piece. So we'll see how that turns out. I think it'll go on decent. Can't remember the brand. I think it's Duplicolor as well from O'Reilly's. I believe it's Duplicolor. I'll find the can, but I'm pretty sure it's Duplicolor truck bed liner from O'Reilly's as well. I've had decent luck with it. It looks pretty good. Goes on fairly easy. It's probably, in my opinion, one of the better ones. I've tried some different ones, and this one has a nice texture to it and looks good. Almost looks like a plastic coated or plastic type piece. So looks decent, but yeah, it's kind of where the cart's at right now. Again, it's coming together. It's just taking a little bit to get everything done. I had a little bit of body work to do on the steering gauge or on-off switch, little cluster there. The piece that went on there, it was busted up pretty bad. If you guys remember, it was all taped up. I did do some body work on that, epoxied it back together, and did some body work on it. Got it painted. It's ready to go. Other than the face piece, I need to get on it and then drill the holes for the steering column stuff. I got a piece of diamond plate that I'm gonna put over that, mostly because I was worried that the choke, pulling on the choke would break that face out again. If I just epoxied it and fixed it the way I did the rest, I didn't want it to be the only thing in there. Thought about putting a piece on the back and then epoxying the front and doing it that way, but I think this will look nice. It'll kind of add something to that, make it look a little nicer as well. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. Like I said, I haven't made a whole lot of videos. I didn't make any videos painting and working on the body work. Just, I mean, it's pretty simple. You sand it all down, you prime it, you wet sand it, and you paint it. So I didn't get too crazy with the body work. There's still, I don't know, like on the fender here, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a couple minor imperfections where the seat pan is. I didn't worry about any of that. You're never gonna see it. I did cut these out for my baggage deals. It's not perfect, but again, you're not gonna be looking at it that close. There is some like deep gouges in here, probably from the old bags, or kind of like this top here. You can see where they filled some holes. So I didn't get crazy and try to fix all that. Again, it's a golf cart. It's a 1980 or 81 G1 golf cart. So yeah, I'm not gonna be taking any shows or anything like that. So I really just wanted to get it put back together, make it look a lot nicer. I really think this paint turned out nice. It looks good in the sun. It's got a nice, just the metal flake, you can kind of see it. It's not overpowering, but it's different than just straight white, so I like it. It turned out really nice. So yeah, I'm happy with the way it's turned out. Again, I wish I had another can. There are a couple spots, like right here and back there where the seat back will be, that I needed an extra coat. Again, it's not the end of the world. I know they're there. Most people, they're never gonna see those. Again, when you get the seat, everything on it, you're not gonna notice that kind of stuff. So I notice it because it's mine, but yeah, most people aren't going to see any of that. Again, like I said, there is some body marks up there in the top from who knows what over the years. I'm sure stuff setting up there or whatever has been done with this in the last 40 years, 42 years, something like that. So, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Turned out nice. So get this all lifted up, taped it off. I'm try to get these painted, get the other hubcaps on tonight. That's kind of the goal, and we'll see how much more I get done. So I will cut back when I get these sides done and kind of show you what the final product looks like. All right, so I got the side painted. I've already got the tape pulled off. Looks way better. Again, the bed liner's got a nice texture to it. Starting to dry. You guys can kind of see that. Again, really like it. It's got a really nice just texture overall. It's a pretty good product. I think it'll look nice on the side. Can't drop the top just yet. It's still wet, so I'll probably leave it up for tonight. Here's the other side. Got the caps on. Really like these caps. They fit super tight. Yeah, really like the looks of these tires and wheels all together. So pretty impressed with them. Again, these are pretty cheap off of eBay. I think the tires were like 170 for all four, and the caps were 30 some dollars. So pretty decent price. I know the other set of rims that I purchased originally were like 80 something a piece. So I got more money in just two than what I've gotten these. They are a little more of your traditional golf cart tread or turf tire, but I'll probably keep them around just in case I need a spare. I'll plan to probably get rid of the stock ones that were on here. I don't really need those. So yeah, it's kind of where it's at. Like I said, the things I'm lacking, I need to get a nut for the other side of the battery hold down here. That one I lost, or it snapped off actually, I think. Ears came off of it. The little plug here on the carburetor for where the two-stroke goes in, and I need to figure out how to get grease. The grease gun I got doesn't want to make that bend right there. It's a little bit too fat, so I gotta get a different grease gun so I can grease the rear drive and tie up the exhaust piece up front here. So yeah, I think that's it. Everything else is gotta hook up the choke as well. I'm waiting to put the front on for the choke. So I do have that ready to go in here. So here's the pieces I was saying that I'm gonna put down here. Is again, it's diamond plate. Like I said, I had a bunch of scrap pieces, so that one's for this side. So I'll drill some holes in that, get those mounted before I put this, or get the holes drilled in it, so it'll be easier to mount that. I can't put them on yet until I get it down because the bolts go underneath. But yeah, pretty much this piece is ready to go. I'm gonna lay a mat in here. You guys can see the cracking in the corner. This whole bottom, at some point it busted out. And again, I spent a little time cleaning it up, but it's really, really rough. And sanding inside that, it's a little bit difficult to do by hand. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna waste my time on it. I'm gonna be throwing golf balls and crap in there anyway. It doesn't need to look perfect. So originally I thought about bed lining the inside of that, you know, taping off the outside and then bed lining the center. But I think I'm just gonna I got some rubber mat. It's actually the old pieces off of here that I can cut and set in there. It'll look nice. I do want to get a Yamaha emblem. That's why I didn't fix the one little hole. I want to put the stock emblem back over, whether it's a stick-on or the one that, you know, you pop rivet or bolts through from the back. I do want to put that on. So I do have this already. I got the cup holders that go in it. This piece actually is pretty straight. Really not a whole lot of spots on that. So I do have that. The top is over there. I'm debating whether or not I want to possibly bed line the whole top, railing everything so it matches this stuff. I think it'll look good. with the black top, but I think it'll look all right because the wheels are chrome. I got some chrome on the bumpers I need to polish out, that type of stuff. So I think the top might look fine. I did paint the brackets here. Got those, they're just snugged up, they're not tightened down. Seats are on it. So yeah, looks pretty decent. I think it's coming along way better than what it did when I drug it out of the weeds. So yeah, when it's said and done, I'll kind of put a price on it. I think right now, all said and done, I'm right at about $1,200 into this cart. So that's the purchase of the cart plus all the parts. Again, probably didn't have to go this far if I just wanted to make it running, driving, but I really want it to look nice. Again, I plan to use this to golf, go to the golf course, so I want it to look halfway decent. So that's why I put the money in. Again, 1,200 bucks into this cart. When it's said and done, probably $2 grand, 2,200, something like that, realistically. Is what I think I could get out of it. Maybe more, maybe a little less, depending on the market and what's out there. But golf carts are gotten pretty expensive, so even these older ones are holding their value fairly decent. So especially with the work, I mean, it's got new clutches, engine's completely rebuilt. So basically the drivetrain is fairly new. I mean, there's a few components, the rear end and that stuff that's still the original, but for the most part, a lot of it's been done. I may have to do brakes. The brakes do work, but I may look at replacing the drums on it. Bearings all felt pretty good. The steering, everything still seems really tight up in the front end. So I think all that's pretty good shape. Like I said, the bumpers aren't bad. The front one is in really good shape. Like I said, I think I can clean that up and polish it out. The back one, I'm still looking for the end caps. If I can't find them, the other side is also cracked. They're in the center. If I can't find them, I may take some aluminum and make my own kind of cap to go over the end of that and just bed line it like I've done these side pieces and other stuff. I think that'll match pretty close, and it'll look better than not having it. So that's a possibility. If I can't find these, I'm gonna keep looking, but right now I haven't had much luck finding the bumper in. So I need to get on some forums and ask the question. Because I do believe they make them. I just need to find them. So, but that's probably where I'm going to end this tonight. Again, really just want to show the wheels and the side piece. Totally changes the cart, getting the back on, and some fresh paint. And honestly, the wheels and tires really made a huge difference. So yeah, we're getting really close to having this one done. Like I said, I'm going to wait for all this to dry so I can throw some tape over, or some plastic over the top of everything, so I can paint this center steering column. It's not in bad shape, but it does have some spots. I don't know if you guys can see up in here. So just want to clean it up a little bit, paint it as well so it looks nice. And then, yeah, I'll be ready to put the front on. I do have some speakers. I don't know if they're going to work. They're a Bluetooth. I think they're Pile is the brand, maybe. I can't remember. I think they might be too big to put them where I wanted them. And I really don't know that I have the room in here, between here and the exhaust and the fuel tank. I'll set this down and see. Again, I'm not real sure how much room I've got, and I don't really want them next to the exhaust. I don't think they'll hold up very well to the heat. So right now I don't know that I'm going to put those in here. I may have to send them back or do something else with them and get a smaller set to stick in there, or figure something else out. I don't know, maybe do something different. Like I said, I'm not real sure. Until they get here, they're not here yet. So just looking at the measurements after the fact, I thought they were 6-inch, and I think they're gonna be like a 6.5. So have to figure that out, but yeah, we're getting really close to having this thing done. So yeah, I'm excited to actually get it out and drive it around and see how it does. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will put links to the tires and the hubcaps down in the description. So if anybody's interested in those, I may link the paint too. We'll see. Again, it's all from Stupid Color from O'Reilly. So yeah, pretty simple to find. And I've done other videos on the paint, so worked great for this project. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it does work. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. So back working on the Yamaha golf cart, getting a little closer. Got speakers mounted. The little floorboard pieces. I've still got the center one I got to get put in. I'm waiting for it to dry. Got the rotor piece up top. Center console is drying as well. Get that thrown on. And the baggage rack back here is all that I think I'm lacking. They're all done. Just waiting for them to dry so I can get them mounted. The only thing I lack, I believe, is just the top. So I'm not real sure what I'm gonna do with it. I haven't painted or done anything with it yet. So I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to. I may mount it up like it is, see how it looks, and then yeah, I can always go from there. So it's getting close. Gotta get these speakers wired. That's the next step, is get power from the battery back here up to these two speakers, and then I'm gonna put it on just on-off switch there on the center console so I can shut it off when I'm not using it. Thought about just leaving it like this and pulling the fuse. It's got a little 10 amp fuse here that I'm gonna use. That's what they recommend. So I may leave that, possibly. We'll see. I don't really want to leave it and then run the battery dead. So we'll see. I don't know if I want to put a toggle up there or not. Sure I can remember to pull the fuse every time I park it, but it's kind of where it's at tonight. I think I'm about to call it a night. Again, like I said, I'm waiting on some other stuff to get dry. And then, yeah, we'll finish putting it together and get, like I said, get these speakers wired up. I don't have the wiring with me right now, or I'd already get that done. This one on the right, I haven't ran the screws in yet. The one on the left's already screwed in. I got to pull it back out to get it wired, but getting close. So liking it. It's looking pretty nice. I did the same texture that I did on these floorboards and on the side on the baggage rack, and I went ahead and did the whole center piece. It looks pretty good. So I think it's gonna look nice with all that black and the rest of the card here white. So it's a little dirty from sitting in the shop. One thing I'm gonna have to do, the cup holders don't quite fit. You guys can see. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for cup holders, or what I'm going to do here up here in the front. Sorry guys, got kind of cold, so not real sure what I'm gonna do yet with these cup holders. Thought about even maybe just notching them out, but I really don't want to do that. I may see if I can find some different cup holders that maybe set a little taller, or possibly even building a little ring to go underneath these to set them up about half an inch and set them up off the speakers. Maybe cut some rubber or something and lay in there, but I'm not real sure yet. So anyway, that's where it's at right now. Yeah, I'll cut back when I do a little more work. So we've got the Yamaha golf cart basically completed. The only thing I lack is the top. I'm not real sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, if I'm gonna paint it or just put it on like it is. But golf cart runs freaking awesome. I took it up and down the road. Plenty of power, runs great. I got speakers mounted in it. They sound really good. Right now I've just got them where I'm pulling the fuse out from underneath, so cut the power. I may tie in a toggle switch or something up here on the dash, so I gotta just flip it up and down, but we'll see how this works. Got all my pieces put in underneath here. Looks really nice, bed line. I did go ahead and bed line the center piece. Got it all tightened up. This was that a piece of aluminum I stuck over the top of that. I also did the steering wheel. Looks way better. Also the steering wheel this was busted here, so I sanded all that down, made it smooth, and it still works. So, and bed liner actually doesn't feel too bad. I think some of the roughness right through here, some of the overspray will wear off as you use it. I do like these seats. They're holding up, feel pretty decent driving down the road. So they're, I think, a good alternative to the stock seats if you can't find them, or if you're like in my case where they're completely shot. So back here on the back, again, I've got these mounts. They're all tightened down, but I haven't put the top on yet. I did get the baggage piece built, so this was off of a newer E-Z-Go, and pretty much I just cut or unbolted everything I wanted, the basket, this piece here, and then I built all this framework here to go down and to mount all that. turned out pretty nice. Got a little overhang, so hopefully the bags maybe won't get too close to the back here. For worst case scenario, I can always bed line that as well, or do something, put some rubber or something in there to protect this, because I think eventually it will probably scratch up from the bags. But I think the only thing I lack really is I want to do this bumper, do something with the ends, whether I just take some aluminum and bend over and make my own little caps and pop rivet them on and bed line them both sides on the back, just to clean it up. Again, I wouldn't get too crazy, just basically wrap here from here to here, and like I said, just bed line it and make that look a little nicer. So yeah, the sides turned out good. I painted it, bed lined it. The paint looks pretty decent on it, so no complaints there. I need to notch some of this up just a little bit. It's kind of dirty from I was sweating and crawling all over it, but yeah, so really happy with the way it's turned out. I do have some different cup holders ordered. The ones that originally go in there, they're too tall with the speakers now, so got on Amazon, found some that are a metal that go into a couches or something like that. So I bought those. They should fit perfect. They're like 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch shorter, so they'll clear with plenty of room. I still do want to find a Yamaha emblem, get mounted on the front, and I need to cut some mat to lay in here. So I do have the old mat from the floors. I may use that. I may go see if I can find something a little cleaner. But yeah, it's kind of it. Want to do walk around what it looks like today. And like I said, I still do want to do the top. I've got it. I just don't know if I'm going to just put it on and see what it looks like, or bite the bullet, bed line it, and put it on. We'll see. I think it'll look good bed line. I think it'll match the rest of the cart really nice. So I think that's where it's going to end up. I may end up throwing it on, running it, and driving the cart around a little bit, because I'd like to use it a little bit. And I don't necessarily have the time right now to get that done before I want to use the cart. So we'll see. I may bolt it up, run it, and then maybe in a couple weeks pull it back off and paint it. It's pretty simple. It's 4 bolts, so not too bad to do. But anyway, if you guys have any questions on anything on this, feel free to ask, and we will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.